It looks familiar, and yet different. Well, well. Is this a dream? I need to get out of here.
Fool.
Father.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
Why is the golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Liga as well. Who did you hurt so much that the golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you. Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Liga and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done
Was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. For our good, I know. Thanks a lot. I definitely didn't ask for a blood curse. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I've left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet!
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. All the revelations yesterday overwhelmed me a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my outburst.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. I thought that, given our situation, your suggestion to talk to Konieczkin wasn't so bad after all.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. I thought about what you were saying yesterday. Those strange phenomena related to the golem. Once, when I was taking a carriage to the store, the horse took fright. First it reared, then it started kicking, and after a moment it froze and dropped dead on the cobblestones. But it was already old. Could that have been the golem?
That I don't know yet.
Does that mean we might be in danger?
I don't know how long it took the golem to reach Father. He only found me in Warsaw that one time. I don't know how he works.
I can't believe Father didn't know that either. There must be something in his office. Anything.
Maybe.
Is there any other way you could find out?
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
Has anything been reported about Port Praga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirów.
I'm basically done, and I was planning to go there now after breakfast. Will you join me?
I should look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right, let's go.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scold customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
This conversation has convinced me even more that Father left the business in the right hands.
Come into my chamber. I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is.
What is this?
The photograph, Victor. A marvelous invention. Father was very fond of them.
I meant what Father has on his face. That smile. I'm sure someone he disliked had just died.
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
When was this picture taken?
Who knows, a quarter century ago? We must not have even been 5. You two look more and more alike.
Don't scare me. The guy next to Father, that's Hayat, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Could Hayat have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm taking another look around.
Is that?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Be careful. On my way.
Fate has brought us together again, Victor Shulsky.
Why do you bother, King of the Tempermancers?
I learned from my mistakes, and now the time has come for me to reclaim the throne and the title that I deserve. Come on, I dare you!
Do you pester other Thaumaturges too?
Of course not. The others are insignificant compared to you. I dare you.
All right.
To me, visitors, to me.
Have you had enough?
Never. There is no shame in losing to a better man. The way tells me to find you again soon.
I will be ready, White Roman.
You will not know the day nor time. That is the creed of temperamancers.
Yes, just not here. My sister will kill me.
Stay well, until fate makes our paths cross again, king of the temperamancers.
I have to find their meeting place.
That's him, the one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Mirov don't kid around with them.
I just wanted to stop by the laundry.
He must have shit his pants. You'll have to find yourself another laundry.
talking nonsense!
Did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake?
I hope those guys outside are your relatives. Otherwise, you're paying too much for your protection. Are you scared of something?
I'm not easily frightened. I have the time spent working with your father to thank for that. You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the ones who deal with golems.
I didn't say anything about a golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now, if you'd like...
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not telling me everything.
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell. Is there something else you need?
Let's talk about your relationship with my father. A tense relationship.
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove, especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems, if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell.
Hello.
You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. It's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching.
Rabbi, when I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
I can do it.
Quiet. You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
So, let's go down to the basement.
Oh no, definitely not there.
Why do you afflict me so? I know why, because you know I shall bear it. Well, sir, are you just here to listen, or have you got something to say?
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cellars and his name comes up.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm afraid. My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago. Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
I understand, Rabbi. And if someone were to help you with these workers?
In the words of the market woman trying to tempt a Jewish man into idolatry, what harm would it do?
I understand. Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about Sofer. The old man cursed this place, especially these cellars.
So I'll go on my own, and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise me, but if this is your will, I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Stanisław Szulski, and I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge.
What do we have here?
Please, tell me what problem brought you here.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing.
Maybe, Rabbi, you could tell me something about golems.
Son of Stanisław, golems are a matter of Kabbalah, and you are not allowed to study them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly. And you claim that Sofer supposedly sent a golem?
I don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some things here? May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful Thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
Who can summon a golem?
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself, but other Jewish people can also entreat him to do so. In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment and a tool for meting out divine justice. But I think it's an offense against Hashem, and revenge is no justice.
How can I stop a golem?
To summon it to life, you write the 3 Hebrew letters spelling emes, truth, on the clay that formed it. In an attempt to stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its clay body. That leaves mes, which means death. But I don't know how much truth is in that.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No, and I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
I'm afraid that I won't find anything more here. Thank you, Rabbi. Rabbi?
I'm listening.
Mordechai Chayat. Do you know that name, Rabbi?
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could be of more help with.
I found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horovitz. But now his pharmacy is sitting empty.
Let me guess. He's dead?
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
I'll be off now.
I'll pray for you.
Mr. Shulsky again. Have a new theory?
I know about the pharmacist.
Beg your pardon?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
Community. Something you Shulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Was it worth it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
My father and Sofer knew one another for years. Father knew the rabbi could be forced to create a golem if Horowitz was killed. They both took that risk. Sofer couldn't reveal that he knew Stanisław. He also knew that Horowitz had to disappear because he was a threat to too many people.
To whom?
That doesn't matter. You don't have anything to do with this, Mordechai. Just like I have nothing to do with my father's actions. I am connected to them only by my blood.
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything, that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Yes, let's go.
We'll stop to get Feldman. He should see this too.
So...
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice seemed one and the same.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger, and in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
What do you remember from the moment you summoned the golem?
Nothing. I don't want to go back to that.
Your memory takes shape and forms into words. Talk to me, Mordechai.
I feel cold. Cold from the clay seeps into my fingers, into my bones. But the colossus I've been sculpting for hours is nearly ready. Sofer whispers the spell in Hebrew, but his words throb in my temples and soul. The Colossus comes to life and looks at me.
What did Sofar say then?
I don't know.
Speak!
I couldn't hear, I swear. I couldn't hear. Truly. Enough, I beg you. Enough. Your family and your blood deserved this curse. Enough.
Hayat. How could Sofer have done something like this? And you, sir, how are you not ashamed?
Maybe I've treated Hayat unfairly.
You made him relive all that. That's torture.
I wanted to know. Anything might help us get rid of the golem.
Even so.
This place won't tell me any more.
And what have you learned?
The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed when it was summoned to life.
And no one saw anything. How is that possible?
The clay formed a shell that Sofar infused with the saluter. Hayat brought it and spent hours shaping the body of the golem.
Hours? That must have been horribly exhausting.
What's a few hours in exchange for a curse that lasts generations? These are the remains of some fabric that Sofar wrote something on, in Hebrew, I think. This might be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read anything. That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sofar.
A thaumaturge and a kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
Well, there is someone. Normally, I'd advise against contacting him, but after considering these extraordinary circumstances, and with trust in your choice of a path to lead me down, I'm compelled to reveal that it's Ariel Rofe.
Of course.
Do you know one another?
Well, I know him well enough to suspect that he might not want to help me, but I'll look for him.
Mercy rebuilds bridges.
I think I know where Rofe would tell me to shove that.
All right, I think it's time for us to go. This place just makes the blood boil. Shall we?
Let's get out of here. Quiet this time.
Bored? Then go ask that uniform what he's doing here. Or tell him to skidoo.
Hey, fancy pants! Fuck off!
Hang on, hang on. You lost? officer?
Hang on. That's the mama's boy of Śródmieście.
I'm looking for Ariel Ruffer.
Maybe he had a reason to make it so hard.
Mr. Ruffer didn't mention nobody was gonna be looking for him. How about first your proof you're the son of Śródmieście? You wanna try your luck, sonny?
Maybe just a friendly one to get the blood pumping. We're in the dungeon after all, aren't we? But under one condition. If I win, you tell me where I can find Ariel.
If I win, I'll be happy enough.
Hang on. That's enough.
You're the son of a beach of Śródmieście.
Thank you. Now, would anyone be so kind as to point me in the direction of Mr. Ariel Rofe?
Take a look at Różycki Bazaar. He's got this sorta Geschäft there.
Thanks. They're right to call this place the dungeon. That wasn't too hard.
Where do you think you're going, pretty boy?
I'm looking for someone. They say he's got a business here.
Do the smart thing and hit the road. Go on, fuck off.
I'm looking for Ariel Rofe.
Then you can double fuck off, you fucking dunkop!
You'll attract more attention with that shouting.
Buzz off or I get my club. You're not gonna tell me how to do my job, you flibbit and raggedy sod. Beat it.
I swear, I know this is Ariel's hideout.
Know how to read? It says butcher's shop.
Sure, it's extra kosher, because there's no meat at all in there. Come on, every bum at Różyc reeks of booze from this place.
And when they come here, I'll tell them to fuck off.
But I know Ariel's got his hideout here. I even know which copper's hands he greases.
I don't know about no bribes, you
Provocateur?
Fuck off.
Please, I just want a word with Ariel.
Ogras, how come he's still standing here mouthing off at you?
It's me, Victor.
Shulsky, I remember. Fuck off.
So, should I give him what for, boss?
Do what you want.
Ariel, come on. Let's talk, please.
But Ogras, maybe don't take on the son of Shrut Miestia on your own, yeah?
I'll call you a priest if you want.
Leave him be.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Shulsky. Let's get out of sight. But if anything starts shaking, I'll shoot you.
Don't stare. That way.
This whole butcher's shop is a cover, right?
None of your business.
Sit down. Tell me why you're bothering me, and how exactly did you find me?
A very inventive hiding spot. And a nice place.
We've got our own little store here with different varieties. I'm just doing my best to unload it efficiently. Don't waste my time.
I've got a certain problem, and I'd like to get rid of it quickly.
Is it made of clay and weighs 2 tons when it shows up? So you got sick of running back and forth across Kervich Bridge?
I need the knowledge of a Kabbalist. Your knowledge.
I think I have at least a few reasons to say no, don't I? The main one is the death of my business partner and best friend.
My sympathies about Javier. Really, he didn't deserve it. But I didn't deserve a golem either.
A faithful friend and a quick healer. What am I supposed to do with your sympathies?
I don't have time, Ariel. We both know that only you can help me. You can keep tormenting me, but are you going to tell me something or not?
I can torment you and tell you. A golem is a salutor like any other, but housed in a physical form. But you attract it and bind it in the same way.
So you need to discern the flaw of the person it's following and then defeat it.
Well done. The difference being that it's following blood first and the flaws second. But first you have to deprive the golem of its physical body, the shell in which the salutor is housed. You also need to know where the ritual was conducted, because that's the only place you can do it. Good luck.
So, apart from my family's blood, the golem is attracted to my initial flaw, right?
Initial? So how many have you got?
I've got plenty. I have a really handsome number of salutors.
You're lying. You'd have lost your mind.
If you say so. I know the place the golem was summoned. The basement of Nozick Synagogue.
So, Sofer managed to do it?
How can I get rid of that clay shell it has?
You can't. For that you need a Kabbalist. Moi. I know the incantation for the Berur ritual.
What?
Instructions for reversing the evil eye, cleansing body and soul, and hiding from the unwanted, but why should I explain them to you?
I'm guessing this will cost me something. Money? A favor? A further humiliation?
We'll see.
Thank you. So we're going into the basement of a synagogue, where you'll use Kabbalah to strip the golem of its physical form, right? Then I'll bind it and free myself from its curse?
Not quite. The golem is mine.
Over my dead body.
Very possibly. But as you said, you've got a lot of salutors. This one won't make a difference to you. And you'll never hear me say, fuck off, again.
And what about my flaw? If I lose my initial flaw, I'll lose contact with my initial salutor, right?
Could be yes, could be no. I don't know. Want to find out?
No.
Unless you've got a long line of relatives with flaws.
I've got a sister, twin, but I don't know if Ligia carries a flaw.
You'd better find out if you want to get rid of the golem. Then go back to your sister and find out if she carries a flaw.
All right, I'll bring her here. Maybe she'll be better off without the flaw.
I'm not here to heal your conscience. You're one cold son of a bitch.
Let's wrap this up. We've got a deal.
Ah. A toast? A very successful batch. We haven't shipped everything out yet.
This won't make me go blind, will it?
The risk is part of the fun.
L'chaim.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Ready?
Let's get this over with.
Godspeed. Find that flaw of Ligia's. I saw what the clay did at the harbor, but that's... Old Sofer impressed me. Summoning a golem under the noses of the whole community.
You ready?
I will be once you show up with your sister. This is when you go get her.
How do you get rid of the golem's physical form?
There's an old ritual. It's called the Beller. It's a sifting ritual. The incantation allows us to sift out the demonic part from the rest of the creature. It also helps with cases of possession.
Good to know.
By the way, your father must have really gotten under Sofer's skin.
My father had that effect on people. This ritual, are you sure it's safe?
Just trust me, as I trust you'll keep your word. I won't touch a hair on your sister's head. Now go get her!
I'll go fetch Ligia.
Get a move on!
What do you need?
We have to talk about the golem. I know how to stop it now.
You know what to do? Tell me.
Do you trust me, sister?
I trust you. And I'm glad that you're here with me. Even if it's not always easy.
Do you know what a flaw is?
Kind of, but Papa didn't tell me too much about his abilities.
A flaw is a hidden stamp that sometimes defines our behavior or even our lives. It's formed in the subconscious and centers around the things that matter most to us. It might be the memory of something tragic or shocking from the past, or something that takes us over completely, obsessively. If you were to tell me the one thing in your life that matters most, what would it be?
Where's this coming from? My family. And you, too, of course.
Now, seriously this time.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm putting you second. Work comes first. I want to work. Hard and honestly. And I want to be respected for it. Not have fingers pointed at me. And so it will be.
I don't doubt you've got that certain something inside you. I will, and thank you for opening up to me. And good luck.
Thank you.
I meant the people who stand in your way.
Thank you.
I found out that you can only call off a golem in the place where it was made. It was summoned in the synagogue.
How do you know that?
Father's former sales clerk led me there.
Hayat? How did he know? Don't tell me he had something to do with this.
Well, he begged the previous rabbi to send a golem after father. He did it out of revenge for the disappearance of a certain Horowitz.
The pharmacist? What exactly is Hayat accusing Papa of? Of killing him?
Yes, it looks that way. I'm not going to get into details, all right?
There's no need. But I'm going to send Hayat's laundry up in smoke, all right?
All right, Lady Macbeth.
She got others to do her work. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. If, of course, the family business is threatened.
I need you. We must end it. Together.
You seem serious. What's going on?
Today, the curse placed on Father will lose its power. But we have to get going.
Are we going down into the synagogue basement?
Ariel Rofa is already waiting for us. He's the one leading this whole thing.
Do I know him?
I sincerely hope not. He's not a suitable companion for you.
Oh, now I'm dying of curiosity.
There's no time.
How exciting. I feel 10 years old again.
Darling sister, here in person. You clearly are of the same blood. We have nearly everything ready, I see.
I don't think we've met. Ligia Szulska.
Ariel Rofa. The pleasure is mine.
Mr. Rofa, this is everything I've been able to find. The candles are placed where you commanded.
Fine.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Szulski. And you must be dear Ligia Szulska. My regards.
The mademoiselle looks pale. Do you feel all right, my lady?
Yes, sure.
Victor, I need a pound of flesh, and it's up to you whose body it comes from.
Victor, what's going on? What's he talking about?
To lure the golem, we need your mature flaw.
Am I the bait?
I could have phrased it better. The point is that only you with your flaw can lure the golem here.
Will I lose my flaw in the process?
One that's linked with aspirations, chasing something. Ambition, even to an excessive degree. And yes, you will lose it.
Fine. Get that flaw out of me.
Thank you for trusting me.
But him, I don't know about.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Enough chit-chat. Since everything's ready, let's get to work.
Let's begin.
Don't mess this up.
I'll do my best.
Won't it come?
Patience.
Hashem be merciful.
Have more faith, Feldman. More faith. Yit Kadash Shimiraba. Ready?
Yes.
I take her flaw, you get rid of the golem, and we're quits. Back in a moment.
Mr. Rofa, what?
She'll be fine. It's all over. You're both free.
Thank you. For my sake and Ligia's.
Not a problem. Come on. We gotta take your sister home.
I'll call you a carriage.
What happened? How did I get here?
I wasn't supposed to tell you, but Rafa brought you.
Oh. Was he saying something?
Now we're safe from the curse of Satanisław. Rafa kept his word and stopped the golem from pursuing us.
So now it's going to serve him.
I kept my word. That was what we'd agreed.
Maybe you should have consulted me, huh? It was my flaw.
But you agreed to it.
I'm kidding. You should have seen your face. May I hear the details of your deal?
I'll tell you another time. I'm going now.
All right. I'll just stay here a little longer.
Hello.
I thought there'd be something to look at. Much ado about nothing.
Who are you? Last time, a different housekeeper came to greet me.
How about that? What? Don't you like us?
That remains to be seen. We haven't known one another long enough.
I have all I need to know who I'm dealing with.
This is Maria.
And this is Magdalena. We've all been waiting for you.
Maria and Magdalena. Very interesting. Do you work for the Nacionalностей?
Grigori invited us here.
He's waiting for you.
I've come to see Rasputin.
We know, we know.
It looks familiar, and yet different.
At last, the wait is over. Here he is. Sit down, Victor.
What's going on? What sort of little shindig is this?
It's an expression of gratitude.
You've gone to great lengths. Is this for me?
I appreciate my friends. Don't forget that. Now sit down. You'll soon see what I prepared. Support the weak. Be patient towards all men. The moment has finally come. Here too is my loyal friend, Victor Szulski. It's thanks to him that we are where we are. And we will be in the future, where we intend. My mind has long been flooded with bloody visions. In their scarlet color, the mists of the future are reflected. I see a great star falling to the blood-stained earth, and the force of its impact tears the roof from sacred temples, including the Orthodox Church of Saint Mary Magdalene, here in Praga. The earth swallows up the Iberian Gate. Kazan Cathedral stands underwater, and Notre Dame de Paris is consumed by fire. Our homeland will then be exhausted by an illness that has long eaten away at her. There's a feeble spark of hope for us. It still flickers, though it may soon go out.
No.
The heir to the throne, little Alexei Romanov, is ill.
What's troubling him?
Life is spilling out of him. The devil himself is tearing him apart from the inside, demanding blood.
Poor child.
But let's not be sad. This news is joyful, as a matter of fact. Because now we know where the source of the danger is, and I can help him. I will heal the heir, just as I healed Victor, though he was bereft of hope. Isn't that true, friend?
It's true. If not for Grigori, I wouldn't be among you anymore. I'd have lost my mind. But thanks to his miracles, I'm still here, and I can testify to that.
I've helped you, just as you've helped us all. Thank you, friend.
You can count on me.
Admirable loyalty. Impressive.
You gave us a chance, and as God as my witness, I won't waste it. Healing the Tsarevich means healing something much greater. The future. A future where each of us will receive equality and respect, regardless of who we are. free from the afflictions of the body and the soul, living in health and its resulting ecstasy. Finally, in a future in which we can do anything, but don't have to do anything, offering unhindered freedom. To the Thaumaturge's health.
I'd rather not wake up to sights like that.
You didn't want Ligia to see you in such a state.
In that case, it could have been one of my best decisions.
Looking at the events of last night may be the only right one. Time to get up. Get yourself together, and we'll talk later.
Sleep is a waste of time.
There you are, finally.
What really happened? My memory is failing me.
For those that sleep in the night are asleep, and those that drink are drunken.
Unbelievable.
Remember, no matter what happens, everything stays between us.
This place looked different. The Nadarzyskis did too.
Everything is happening according to their will and with their blessing.
Not all of them are as favorable to you as your hosts. Their housekeeper quit.
Well, Jesus had opponents too.
And look how it worked out for him. You're aiming high.
The highest. Anything else you want to share?
All these people. You've gathered a colorful group.
We all come from different environments, from different rungs on the ladder. And that's the most beautiful thing about this. What have you found out about them?
Agnella is unknowable, and Lucian is unhappy about the changes taking place in her.
Agnella has completely given up her lust for my sake. She'd rather just pray and pray. I respect that greatly, but I must share my time with others. Do you think that Lucian is jealous about the time his wife devotes to me?
It's possible.
Don't worry about it. Keep talking and asking.
Maria is calculated. She stays close because in you she sees a chance for a better life.
And what's wrong with that? I respect that. I don't demand that you all gaze upon me like a sacred icon. But loyalty? There are all sorts of ways a person can win that for themselves. Anything else?
Enough about these people.
I'm at your service, Victor. Ask for what you want.
This whole farce, the thank yous, what's it all for? What intentions do you have towards me?
Intentions that we become friends and help one another, and complement one another. I have skills that you don't, and vice versa. I'm not hiding anything from you, Victor.
I'll leave you alone. I've got business to get back to.
Go in health, friend.
I had no idea about this place. I know this trace. Hello, sweet secret. I think that's everything now. So, besides father, there were two more. A candy lover and a coffee lover. Konieczkin must have had one of them in mind. Quit whining. Mr. Sweet Tooth is definitely suffer. He died before father, so he's not the one who took the grimoire. That's what I call you now. The doctor. Because you help rabbis and people the hospital is off limits to. Rebels and revolutionaries. Luckily, I know someone who matches the description. Maybe we'll find out what she needed that ammunition for. Come on, we'll be careful. Time to get some donuts at Rodnitz. Since we keep following one another around, maybe we should introduce ourselves.
What are you talking about?
I've got the impression that I've caught you gents' attention. I'm curious why.
Don't you know where curiosity like that can get you?
It'll cause you nothing but trouble.
Okay, we all know how this ends, right? I predict that we'll end up beating each other black and blue, so...
What a talented fortune teller.
Is that cat and staff too?
You bet. He stirs the beer with his tail. What can I get you?
I'm looking for Wanda. Apparently, she likes this place. For some reason.
Wanda. Doesn't ring a bell. I think you'd better leave.
I'll be honest. I know it was Wanda who brought those flowers lying on the table. I want to speak to her, that's all.
It's all right, Yannick. I know him. Trouble follows you wherever you go.
Well, that makes two of us. Can we speak in private?
If I must.
Don't move a muscle.
I've got déjà vu.
Silence.
Forgive our caution. Despite those delightful moments in the cell, I still don't trust you.
The ones who get out so quickly have friends in high places. What about you, Shulsky?
Meet Michal, and tell us, what do you actually want?
We parted in fairly unfavorable circumstances.
Forgive me, Victor, but I have no desire to reveal all my secrets to you. Can we get to the point?
I need help.
And I'll help you because I'm a nice neighborhood girl, right?
Exactly. I could sense you had a heart of gold.
Speak.
I'm giving you a chance.
You can leave us. Come, Victor. Tell me what brings you here.
I'm looking for a particular man. He's a doctor in the Thaumaturge. He treats people with rather radical views.
Who do you mean? Us? Cat got your tongue?
I'm afraid that I'll say something I'll regret later.
You're a fast learner.
How about this? I won't ask for anything else, but please, pass something on to him from me.
Are you praying to an onion?
Hush. What should I pass on to this doctor? Not bad. Not bad at all. Done.
What can you make out of that? Cough syrup?
Just pass it on to him. He'll know.
You're peculiar. Anything else?
What are you up to this evening?
Is that an offer? Or are you just nosy?
I'm curious, that's all.
Tonight, I am overthrowing the patriarchy. Will you join me?
I think I'll pass. Patriarchy agrees with me.
And that's exactly the problem. Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
I'll be off now.
If I get an answer from the doctor, I'll let you know. Look after yourself.
Mr. Shulsky, there's a young lady to see you. I'll serve tea in the drawing room.
I won't stay long. There's no need.
Thank you, Grażynka.
A nice house, a spot of tea, a housekeeper. When the revolution comes, everything here will go up in smoke.
Did he say anything?
You know what? He confirmed my belief that Thaumaturges are freaks.
Thank you, Wanda.
I'm glad I could help. I've got an appointment with Michał.
See you.
Sooner than you think.
Will the young lady be visiting us more often?
How should I know?
Well, tough. I'm out of here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I've heard you've been traveling a lot.
I'm not used to getting such a welcome from others. Usually, they go charging straight into my head.
That's not very polite, in my view. One ought to introduce oneself first. Emir Bernakovich, Fulge. Are you alone?
I've taken care of them.
Good. Thank you for the onion.
Thank you for the fork.
It's impossible to ignore an invitation magically inscribed on an onion. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the Black Grimoire. After my father died, it went missing.
What do you need another spell book for?
I didn't expect to receive anything. I want to know why he left it to me.
You and Stanisław weren't especially close, were you?
Get to the point.
As you wish. Enough beating around the bush. In this place, we can talk openly and take all the time we need. But mind that lying may cost you dearly. Who told you I have the Black Grimoire?
The person who drew you to my attention was Ivan Konieczkin.
As I thought. The chief had been circling Stanisław for a long time and was interested in his associates. In us.
The Grimoire. My patience is running short. Sofet is dead. You're the only one left. Give the grimoire back. This is the last time I'm asking.
Stanislav used to tell me you were really sick and nearly lost your mind. How did you manage to get through all that?
Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin cured me.
How?
As far as I can tell, he used hypnosis on me, and he still peeks into my head from time to time.
Do you trust him?
He hasn't betrayed my trust so far.
Is Rasputin a thaumaturge?
I don't think so. I'd have noticed that.
Do you know any other thaumaturges from Warsaw?
Yes, I know 2 more.
That's enough. I don't have the Black Grimoire, and I've never had it. You've got enormous potential, but you're not yet reaching it.
Is speaking the truth not in such demand anymore?
I'm not looking for an honest thaumaturge, just a powerful one. I want to rebuild the coterie, with your participation.
It sounds tempting. I'll think it over.
That's enough for me for the time being, but take my advice. When you leave here, go to the one who healed you. I sense he has many secrets.
We all do, don't we?
Yes, but his secrets might be dangerous, and might thwart your plans. Be careful.
Am I a magician or what? What are you doing here?
Vanitas, vanitatum, et omnia vanitas. Your father was a great man.
Where did that thought come from?
I can see clearly what a great influence he had on your life, Victor. We both know how much you wanted to be his equal.
That's possible. Maybe I didn't want to admit it, even to myself. Maybe you knew me better than I know myself. It's as if you've been inside my head. You didn't answer my question. What are you doing here?
We're on the boundary of 2 worlds. amid human ashes. This is a wonderful place to contemplate the future. Your father considered himself Polish. Your mother was Russian. And you grew up in France. Who are you, Victor?
I'm a Thaumaturge.
I also think that it's our nature that defines us, and not the place where our mothers brought us into this world.
And what natures do those others have? The people around me, we've gathered them, us, intentionally.
Everyone has a goal. We're only yet another stopover on someone's journey. And sometimes our paths lead in the same direction. Mine leads to the court of Nikolai Romanov. I need to save the Tsarevich because I believe that only then can we have a future. I can help him. Do you believe me?
Yes, I believe because you helped me. I know that.
Think what we can achieve, Victor, if you just come with me. Imagine that the thaumaturgical knowledge of the whole Russian Empire will be at your fingertips. As long as Alexei Romanov is healthy.
It all sounds lovely, but how would we achieve this ambitious goal?
Together, Victor. Together. And all in good time. You'll just have to believe we can do it. Do you believe?
I'm with you.
Perfect. Now our journey is really beginning. Just remember, there's no turning back. Let's not waste time. Let's go pray. Ideally at the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene. Ready?
Yes, let's go at once.
Victor, it's about to start. Don't stare off to the side or you'll lose sight of the target.
What?
Since you're indisposed, permit me to lay out to you once again what I said on the way here. As you well know, we're in the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene in Prague. In a moment, a certain ritual will take place here.
Quiet there. You're not in a barn.
The Patriarch Kirill will soon begin an exorcism on a certain boy. Unlike Kirill, I really do want to heal a boy who is suffering. The people must understand that I am the truth.
Off to the market with you. Don't bother folks here.
Now I would like you to look around and determine how to prepare the miracle of healing. Go now.
I'll go take a look around.
Go, but don't waste time.
I felt something. Where is it?
Matyushka, can we please start?
Patience, daughter, and humility. Keep praying. Don't get in the way.
Hey, you. Why did you harm Kartoffel? He said it really hurts now.
I didn't mean to. I didn't. I
was angry. Papa didn't come back from the war.
I know you destroyed a holy image. Do you want to go to hell?
No, I got scared. Mama?
Is he your son? Why did you bring him here?
What business is it of yours? The devil needs to give me my son back. He's got me scared to sleep under my own roof.
Why?
He won't shut up about phantoms, and he lies and makes stuff up. And he hauls and hauls. Batyushka, faster, have mercy.
Hey, you. I've heard you are a liar.
No, I don't lie. That's not true.
And that you scare your mama making things up.
Not true. I want to go home.
Don't get close to him. It's the devil speaking through him. He'll tell you anything to save himself.
We're running out of time, Victor. What have you got for me?
I've learned the boy carries a flaw.
Perfect. And what's next?
Maybe it's what's making him upset. If I took it away... But Kiro told me to move away before it opened completely.
Don't dwell on it. It's good news. Let's get closer to God. Especially since it's a little too loud here.
Thanks be to God. They're going somewhere else to talk.
Princeps miliete caliestes defendenos in proelio. Down with the evil spirit. I drive you out in the name of Christ.
Priest! Leave that child alone!
You stand in defense of Satan. He's not a child, he's a devil.
Mama!
You're causing a child unnecessary suffering. He needs a different kind of help. True help. My help.
Quiet, don't scream. I'm not going to do anything to you.
Mama! Mama! Help!
He sees you as I do. That only means one thing. Hey, don't cry, all right? How about we talk? Have you ever seen a ghost or a monster? One like him?
Once. One was in the wardrobe, the other in the kitchen. I'm scared of them.
Have you told anyone about this?
My mama and the priest. Am I going to hell?
Calm down, everything's all right. No one's taking you to hell. I see ghosts too. Sometimes they even help me.
Why did God do this to us? Doesn't he like us?
God isn't the one who thinks we're bad. It's the people who don't have our power. They don't understand us, so they're afraid. And that makes them angry.
Will this take much longer? Kirill is about to declare me anathema. How can it be that he's crying here?
He's a Thaumaturge. I didn't know that earlier.
Do you see yourself in him? Do you want to help him because no one helped you?
What will happen to me now?
Well, Victor, we're running out of time. What will happen to him now?
I've decided that I'll transfer his flaw to myself.
You're mercifully taking something from him for your own benefit.
Listen.
Are you taking me to my mama?
I'm sorry. You'll be better off this way.
It's all right now. Everything will be all right. Find peace inside yourself. Peace, yes. It's all right now. Be blessed, Shimon. Be healed. It's better now, isn't it?
It's a miracle. Thank you. With all my heart.
Shimon shares his name with the name of the greatest of Christ's apostles. And you wanted to drive Satan out of him. That's blasphemy. So say I, Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin. The man you betrayed, Judas. We have made the words of God into an instrument for our own gain. Made sacred temples into a vanity fair. Satan exists. And he is here today among us. But not in this small, defenseless boy I have just cured. This evil runs rampant through our homeland, driving our great nation toward a precipice. It's time to stand against this. Let us be strong in spirit. That is the only way we can defeat Satan.
Down with traitors!
Hey, you! The devil with the book! You damned magician! I'm talking to you! Hang on now. My cousin was recently telling me about a fella like that who was in the lockup in Śródmieście.
Victor, do you need help?
I won't say no. Looks like it'll be useful.
What was that you said, officer?
I can see you're in over your head, officer.
Because these are wizards scum. It's not a fair fight with them.
Enough! You and you. Get them.
But...
Save your powers for later. They'll come in handy. Let's go.
Michal, leave him alone, bastards!
Geroy, you're coming with us too.
Although, they could have left me a coat. It's chilly here.
They're going to kill us. We'll get out of this. I wonder how.
First time, brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You don't know where we are, do you?
Janek.
In the Citadel. There's no getting out of here. First, the Ochrana will grill us, then it'll be out to the prison yard.
Hey, kid. Look at me. Wanda will spring us from here. We just have to give her time. Have you learned to whistle yet? And remember, we were at Mass. We don't know anything, got it? Unlike him. And now you're going to tell me exactly what happened inside the church.
I did what I had to. The boy at the exorcism turned out to be a Thaumaturge.
And?
I took away his gift. Now he'll have a normal life.
Normal? I don't think so. Not here. I got the urge to pray, and I could have been having a beer at Berg's.
Jan Bialek! No. Please, no.
Here! That's me! You've gotta get him out of here, you understand? He's not even 16.
You have my word.
Bialek, you're coming with me.
Tell her not to miss me. And you, practice that whistling.
You think he'll come back?
Worry about yourself.
They're going to kill us here.
Where are you from?
From here. I live with my grandfather in Praga. He fought in the January uprising. He raised me after my father died. I wanted to make him proud, and that's why I joined. Our faults.
My father is dead too.
Is he? Mine died of whooping cough. He worked in a factory and everyone got sick there. We're going to die here too.
A building fell on mine.
What a bourgeois way to die.
I had no intention of bragging.
You said what you said.
Even so, believe me, my life wasn't as much of a fairy tale as you'd imagine. My best friend's father was in debt to a dishonest loan shark, and we wanted to help. I think we were younger than you.
And what happened?
We went to see him with my father's gun, the one I carry with me.
And what? It went off.
The loan shark died on the spot. My father handed me some suitcases and a ticket and said never to come back.
So, he sorted it out. Sounds like a good father.
Maybe you're right. A little.
Shulsky! Your turn.
See you.
How touching. Move your ass.
That was disappointing. Did you know him? I see.
Really?
I can see you're still using it. I remember how it ended the story of a particular loan shark. Tell me anything of value. Then, I'll be able to find a way to help you. I wouldn't want the dredges to pull you out of the Vistula afterward, like Svetlana Petrovna. Next question. What were you doing in the church?
I was praying to find my late father's grimoire. It's a good thing I don't do that often.
How did you get there?
My friend didn't want to watch the exorcism alone. He's got weak nerves.
What friend is this? Name?
I'd rather not.
I see. It looks like we're done here. Leave us alone. I don't need to introduce you to. Ready?
I know everything that I could read from his objects. What are you expecting?
Results. Find out what he did in the church and where his father's friends are.
As you wish, sir. Let's not drag this out.
Good to see you. We need to talk.
Is that so? What for?
Madame. Or maybe I should call you something else?
I know what I'm supposed to do. Greetings from inside your head. I intend to make myself at home here.
Why do you work for a louse like Konyechkin?
We're not thinking about me now. You won't trick me here, and you won't escape either. Save your energy. Think about the church and who you were there with. A batyushka who sees the devil everywhere is no surprise. Strange company for a thaumaturge. You're terrible at choosing friends. I'm used to it. I trust no one anymore. Not least thanks to you. You've got nothing that would redeem your guilt.
Samira, focus now.
Escape from here? Have you lost your mind? I'd sooner tear off your head like he wants than take a risk like that. What is this supposed to be?
The Thaumaturge Mutual Aid Society.
This sounds like a criminal gang. Who else is in it? Farjay. I haven't heard of this person before.
That speaks well of him.
Who else? Who is that Ariel person?
He's the most malicious thaumaturge west of the Vistula. You two will get along.
Who else? Don't play games with me. All right.
All right. What?
Let's get out of here. That's what you want, after all. I'll help you, but you're taking me with you.
I'm not leaving here without my father's grimoire. I'm convinced Konieczkin has it.
That's right. It's in his study. 2 floors up. Just don't dawdle. Go. I'll hold Konieczkin here. But not for long, so hurry. Make it snappy. I can't hold him here long.
I felt something. Where is it? What do you think of this, Father? Let's see.
Shulsky, there's no time for reading.
I can't read this. It's like describing colors to a blind man. I don't get it.
Whatever you're mumbling, I don't care. We need to go.
What happened?
The guard peeked inside this cell and everything fell apart. Konieczkin was furious. It'll take him a little while before he regains his composure, so let's not waste time. I'll lead us out of the gate, but what then?
My cellmates have confirmed their people are observing the Citadel. They'll pick us up.
Sounds like a plan.
Before we leave, I'd like to grab one of my cellmates.
What? Have you lost it completely?
I promised.
You'll get lost here. I'll go. You secure the passage to the gate for us. Just wait for me there.
I'll be waiting.
You! What are you doing here?
I must have gotten lost. I'm sorry. Which way to the Citadel?
I see you're not from around here, gent. Grab him. And you, what are you grinning at? Grab the rest of those fuckers in the barracks.
So, have you mastered whistling?
That's how you do it.
Come on, folks.
Wanda! I'm so glad to see you.
What about Michał? And her?
Thanks to me, the rest got out.
Move.
Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Michał.
He is not altogether lost, remember.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
The famous Madame Samira has honored my humble abode.
Thank you for taking us in.
You must be exhausted. Please go ahead to your rooms upstairs. I'll join you in a moment.
Are you coming?
Yes.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame must be the Thaumaturge Victor told me about.
I also heard a lot about the rebel doctor when I was in the Citadel.
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already?
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
I've browsed through it. My father somehow managed to conceal the meaning behind written words. I can feel that it's there, but it keeps slipping away.
I think the combination of our powers might solve your problem.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? It is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected Thaumaturges could share their powers.
Do you want to find out if it works?
I'm not sure yet.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rofe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Różiec much lately.
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
Do you know where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirów. Maybe there.
I'll bring him here. He owes me.
Then you can call in a favor. There's also the question of that Rasputin.
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.